Alright. So, here we are at Guild Wars 2. I want to cover up a few things before we get to gameplay. I will very likely plug in a sort of timestamp about when I actually start the missions. I want to cover the main story points because I've recently returned to this game after 8, maybe 9 years away, and therefore I was playing through a couple of the expansions and I forgot who everyone was. So that was a problem. Did I say this is not a walkthrough yet? I don't know. I've got a little Google Doc here on the side to help me cover some of these points so I don't lose track of what I was saying, but oh well. And in between recordings I will still be playing a little bit on my own, so there might be a chance that I look a little different between recordings. This is what she looks like under all this. I'm an engineer. This is my main. Let's hide the outfit for a minute. I just really like that outfit. It's really cool. There was recently an outfit sale, so I actually have all this. I wore this for a while. This looks pretty good. Got the Outlaw. A bit modern, but I really like this. This character would, in my role playing setting, she would wear this, just not while she's doing gun stuff. But we're gonna go back to the Mist Stranger because that looks cool. I've taken the Mechanist subclass. That's why I have a little shooty boy that follows me around. Because this will be a story-heavy playthrough, there will be a chance that there will be some no commentary videos. The splicing will be a little bit weird because some of the story beats are really quick. But so I might be talking in the middle of them. So it's gonna be weird if I put a notation if there's no commentary or not, because you could watch 15 minutes of my story mode, and then there will be a smash cut to where I'm talking again. So I don't know how that's gonna work. But I've had a big problem trying to record MMOs because I've played a few. I've played Warcraft. I was pretty active on Elder Scrolls Online for a while. Recently I started uploading Guild Wars 1 videos because my brother and I watched a video where he kind of explained it. You can kind of play Guild Wars 1 as a almost borderline a single player game. You could play it like a classic RPG, and that appealed to me. So we got a hit of nostalgia and we just started playing it again. But playing through it just made me want to play Guild Wars 2 again. So I'm back on this. Let me get a little drink here. I woke up 30 minutes ago, so my voice is going to be a little groggy. I'm trying to project a little bit to get the neck muscles moving a little bit. But MMOs, there's a lot of dead movement. There's so much of this, or this. There's nothing to say over this, It's nothing's happening. I'm just running around. So, excuse me. I've wanted to record MMOs, but it's just a whole lot of just this, It's I recorded a meta event, which if you're just viewing this for whatever reason, you don't know what that is. I think almost every zone has one. It's a chain of public events that usually lead up to a strong boss fight. Sometimes it's a world boss, sometimes it's not. I don't think every zone has one. Or some of them are longer, much longer than others. Some of them are only like 3 events. Some of them can be several. One moment, I'm about to cough. Alright, got my little mute and unmute hotkey set up. Oh, I just realized my mute and unmute are my F6 and F7. So I gotta keep an eye out for that. I don't usually tap F6 for these. I usually just... Anyway, next on my thing. Yeah, in addition to a lot of dead movement and waiting for stuff to happen, there's a lot of merchandising and salvaging. Like, I got all of this that I need to, like, break open and get rid of. Another problem I've run into... Sorry, my OBS is peaking. There's no context for what my abilities do on MMOs, so this is actually what we're about to fix right now. So, I in the beginning of this video, I should have given 2 timestamps. One, where the skills overview will start. I'll edit that in. And another when the story, my actual story stuff will begin. So, we're going to actually summon a golem here, and we're going to... I'm actually going to go over what all my stuff does, so when you watch me do things... I am not going to go over my build, because it's just a lot of, like, notations, like... My first attack explodes, my explosions cause vulnerability, that's just incoming damage and more condition damage. It's just a whole lot of that. Like, here's screenshot it if you want. This is a build that I'm following from Guild Wars 2 meta battle build because I can think for myself to a certain extent. But meta battle sometimes chooses a couple different traits than I did. Like, I think I originally chose this one. Because this is usually a pretty good choice, right? You got 10% damage. This doesn't say if this threshold has to be... Yeah, it's you. So, above 75%, I will do 10% more damage at all times. Like, that sounds pretty good. But this is also good because it's crit chance and more ferocity. So, that's also... That's probably more than 10% damage DPS overall. So, I get the decision. But, like, I had originally chosen this one myself. So there's that. You know, that kind of stuff. It's just some people just know more things than I do. But I am playing the Mechanist subclass, which is why, yeah, I said that earlier. That's why I have this thing. This guy comes from the End of Dragons expansion. It's the newest Guild Wars expansion. I don't know how old it is. It's pretty new-ish. It's like a couple months. Let me check. End of Dragons release date. February of last year. Okay, so it's a year old. Alright, well. I thought it was just like a handful of months, but there you are. Anyway, we're going to cover what my stuff does. I'm going to try not to be long-winded about this. I'm quickly going to talk about my pistols. You're not going to see the... Oh, hold on.
Mow him down.
Oh, excuse me. You're not going to see these pistols that much. Because something about the engineer means you can't perform... Yeah, look at that. I can't switch weapons in middle of combat. So there's that. Yeah, we're still in combat now.
Raid squad is a happy raid squad.
Let me
Practice your skills
just
using our
remove it.
state-of-the-art golems.
Okay. Alright, now I'm out of combat. The one in both bars is just an auto attack. They do stuff. Like, you can see all this crap. Like, the auto attacks are relevant. They do things. They do more than just auto. But the game has to give you something to do. You can't just... They don't want you... The 2 is a volley. Looks like that. This thing is a confusion and blindness. It's like a little lightning shot. 4th one is a little bit of a flamethrower. And there's a glue shot, which is a stun. You're not going to see these that much, honestly, because this build doesn't call for an offhand shot. I just think they look cool. Like, it just looks cool for her character concept. Anyway, the rifle is a lot more relevant. You're going to see a lot more of this. Again, one, it does stuff, but it's just an auto attack. The blunderbuss, I believe, is an AoE. Like, it'll hit more than one enemy. Oh, I didn't know I gained a bite from that. That's cool. It did more damage the closer I am, so it's just a shotgun blast. The net, like, there's nothing to this. It's just a net. It does a little bit of damage. It's a stun. That's all. That's all it is. The 4 is it pushes back the foe, an enemy, while also clearing my conditions, especially movement impairing ones. And this is a jump shot. It not only does damage when you land, it also does a little bit of damage when you activate it as well, because you're basically just pointing your rifle down and shooting. So you do. There's 2 different things of damage. That's actually the main rotation of this. Is you hit 2 blunderbuss and then this, and you pretty much do those on cooldown, while switching to my grenade kit to fill in the cooldowns. Fun fact: I don't even know what most of these do. Again, now these are not auto attacks. You actually have to aim and shoot these. It's all vulnerability, which is, I think, is one of my traits. So I'm applying vulnerability stacks on everything, but it's a lot of conditions. The 2 puts bleeding on people, and as you can see, they look identical. The 3 is a blindness. The 4 is a chilled. Yeah, you can kind of tell what they do just from the icon. Like, shrapnel, yeah. And then obviously this one's poison. So, yeah. 1 second. Alright. So that's pretty much that. Those are my attacks. We're going to cover my mech here in a second. Most of this build is just based on giving me more power, which I think is a stat. I don't know if there's anywhere I can find that. Like, where are my stats? I thought it would have been on the build page, but apparently not. Alright, well. So I don't know how much power I got. But anyway, the 6 is my heals. Pretty straightforward. Sigils always have like this passive effect that are always active regardless. And then you have to activate it. I think activating it will disable the passive for the cooldown. Let's test that theory. So we got this one. Increases my movement speed. And all these are special signets that also apply to my bot here. You can see under his thing where he's got 3 of them that are functioning. And the 0 is an ultimate, which is a giant laser beam. But let's see, we got a shift signet. My movement speed is increased. Let's use it. No, I still have it. Okay, I misunderstood that. Although it does seem to have a cooldown. No, I'm still a little bit faster though. Whee! Okay. So this is this just gives me more damage, while the active is it knocks people away from me. Okay. So it doesn't disable my I don't know why that has a cooldown though. Anyway, that's his ult essentially, and that's a huge 90-second. Like, you're honestly not even going to see that one that much unless I'm fighting a boss. I don't think I didn't even explain my movement one. You kind of saw it, but it'll shadow step me and my mech to a spot. It will remove 2 conditions, not even specifically It doesn't do the same thing that this one does, where it removes specifically chilled, cripple, and immobilization. This will just removes 2. So that's useful. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna summon that golem again. And we're gonna do a full. Hold on. Had a cough caught in my throat there. I forgot to. The golem didn't summon. I forgot to mention the F1, F2, and F3, which we will see a lot. The F1 is going to be his auto attack, even though it's 20-second cooldown. It's pretty basic. He just fires a volley. You know, it's kind of like my own pistol 2. F2 is that, essentially, just a little ball shot. And then 3, he will, like, go into the air and, like, carpet bomb. Or not. I think he actually does move. Okay, no, he jumps into the air and fires missiles at people. So it's a carpet bomb, but he doesn't move. So, that's good. It's useful. Anyway, I was told, like, the best test of DPS is to put boons on yourself, because it's...
If you have any questions, I'm all
Yeah, all of them.
They'll have to hear my
This is
card.
more representative of, like, dungeon and raids. I don't raid, but I will do the occasional dungeon. Respawn my previous golem incarnation, so you're gonna see what, like, my gameplay will just generally look like. Dodging, and now that my cooldowns are gone. Let's do a little F3 there. Go back to grenades. So, that's me doing about 16, almost 1700 DPS. That's actually more than I did before. I don't know what changed. My gear hasn't changed, but maybe I just got a little bit more used to my rotation than I did. I won't be doing that much damage in my story mode, because I don't have all this shit on me. So... Anyway, we're done here. So now we're going to go do my story stuff. Now, we missed the opening cinematic where your character does a little voiceover. Sort of like, you can choose between 5 races, and every video opens up with, I am a human of Divinity's Reach, or I am a Char of whatever legion. I am a Savari. We've missed that. That time has gone. I can, however, show you this. She has a dead sister, apparently. For the record, this character is... Yeah, I've played this game for 11 hours over the past how many ever years that is. That's weird. Like, I've played for 3,381 days, but this character is only under 3,000 days old, so I thought this was my first character, but apparently not. But, you know, I haven't played in 9 years, so whatever. But she is my main. She's got the most hours. She technically has the most stuff explored, with one exception. She is a noble-born. She has dignity. That's how she approaches most things. And this list of things is just the closest to her own like beliefs than other stuff. That's, if you don't know the lore, don't worry about it.
Seize the moment.
Can I replay this? Can I not go back and replay this? Did I just waste all of this? Hold on, let's... I don't think I can. Oh, brutal. Well, this is gonna get weird. Hold on. Guild Wars 2, can I replay main story? You only need to do the missions specified in the achievement if you've already done them on that character. You only have to go to that location where you started each mission? That doesn't sound right. That's all. Oh, you can't replay them. Oh, brutal. Well, shit. Okay, well, damn. Alright, so we haven't run into too many major story characters. Let's see. Damn. That's unfortunate. The main character we've met so far is Tybalt. He's a char that, this character joined the Order of Whispers because, like, look at her. Like, she's very Order of Whispersy, in my opinion. We're gonna go over here. Damn. See, the thing is, this game introduces a lot of boosts. I don't think this character herself was a boost. But you can like just level to like 80 without touching your personal story. And that's what I've done a few times. I've beaten the main campaign. I've beaten the story mode dragon. I've done all of that. But I've just forgotten who all the characters were when I was playing the expansion, so I wanted to just play through it all again to relearn who everybody was. There is some good news about this, is this character is pretty early in her main story, so she hasn't like run into a lot of them yet. So that's good. We're just gonna finish this heart just because we can. It was like half done already, so whatever. The Order of Whispers is one of the 3 orders you can join in the main story that all have like, they have different methods of dealing with the dragon problem. And I joined the Order of Whispers. We met Tybalt. What's his like name? Rather, his full name. Leftpaw. Tybalt Leftpaw. We'll see him a few more times. Order. Queen Jenna, we don't really run into her that much. There's Logan Thackeray. We'll probably see him again, I believe. I think he lasts through most of the story, so I apologize that we're gonna... Thankfully, I'm pretty early in. Like, I've only got, like, these 4 chapters done. Right now, we are sort of investigating the Skrit and what they found. They had a bunch of eggs that hatched into little destroyer hatchlings because they thought they were shiny things that they could trade and sell. It's usually starting from chapter 4 on most character storylines. Like, even the banners, all the 5 races just standing there. It's kind of starts the story in earnest. The first 3 are always kind of tied to some of your choices during character creation. 4 and 5 is when it sort of converges and when all characters start kind of playing the same thing. A little bit, I believe. Like, obviously, I don't think a Char will be helping Logan out, but... So, like, because I'm still in, like, the human areas, so maybe chapter 6 or 7 is when the stories really start to converge. But every character joins an order of one of the 3. And they have different aesthetics, different armor, different weapon skins you can buy. But I like the Order of Whisper stuff the most. Because it's got just that steampunky feel. This is actually not the Order rifle. This is just a really cool looking rifle that I got. But there's also... I'll show it to you. I wore this for like ever on this character because it looks so cool. I'm not going to waste a transmute charge, but because I recently bought this and it looks cooler. It's very her, in my opinion. But anyway, let's do some gameplay. There he is. He's a like a mimetic beloved character.
Lots of bodies, lots of destroyers.
Oh shit.
What's the plan?
You know what we need to do? Dialogue. Let's pump them up a little bit. Okay, so yeah, we're dealing with a destroyer outbreak essentially. Especially in these early stuff, I'm not even going to be using my grenades all that much because my autos are kind of adequate for a little bit of the main story. The expansions are a bit of a difficulty spike, so I'll be using a lot more of my kit. But I'll still be like doing this to keep it visually interesting. So it looks like the story mode just kind of has its own separate scaling. Like I'm hitting 500s instead of 5000s. This is essentially... Like the story mode introduces itself every 10 levels. Therefore, I think this is a level 50-ish mission. Okay, I'm rescuing the Skrit that I met in the last mission. Damn, I really thought I could replay the story because you can go back on the expansion stuff because the expansions have like achievements that you can only get once. But you can replay the story and like go through multiple paths and get all the achievements. So I guess that's just something they introduced with the expansions. Did I just zoom right? I did. I was just following the red enemies. There they are. Hey, buddy.
You bring me something?
What about shinies? Came here for shinies. No, you need to not be here. That's correct. Yeah, these things. The last mission, you go meet up with a Skrit, and they have a bunch of these just lying around. And obviously, that's bad. So one story beat I didn't quite know from the original Guild Wars, because you fight the destroyers in the Eye of the North expansion, which itself acts as a bridge between that game and this one. And I thought the destroyers were over and done with, but that's actually not the case. The destroyers are actually as servants of Primordius, one of the Elder Dragons that I think you fight in one of the expansions. I don't know that offhand. But I thought they were like a one and done villain, but no, you just delayed the problem for a couple hundred years. But they come back and have to deal with you. Because you didn't kill that Elder Dragon, you just put it back to sleep.
You must run. Kataka? Oh, Kataka. Why did you have to be so brave?
Aww. What's that?
What and rest them all? Why did you have to be so brave?
Oh, we need to be going this way. My original route. What's the range on this thing? Oh god, I didn't see those. Yeah, those were probably actual harpies once. That's an attribute of dragons, is they can like corrupt every living being into their vision.
Thank you for saving us. We were trapped. The eggs. These eggs are horrible.
Don't worry. We'll see that they're all killed, along with their queen. Destroyer Queen. Dragon minions shouldn't be able to reproduce. How is this possible?
We've heard whispers about creatures that were already pregnant when corrupted. Though it could be a new type of minion. Ugh.
I don't like either option. We have to take this creature out before she makes more eggs.
We'll stand with you and fight. We know these things from the deeps. Know their cruelty. Come, meet me back at the village. Much to do.
Yeah, the original story missions are pretty damn quick, especially if you already have an idea on what you're doing.
Ready for more.
Like, you get scaled down for each zone and each little sub-zone. It's like this, what am I being scaled down to here? It'll tell me on, yeah, 43. So that was probably roughly a level 40 mission. But I'm not 43 for this entire zone because it's a level 35 to 45 zone. So like somewhere over here, like it would probably put like over here, I'd probably be like a level 35. And then as you move up, it would like boost you to like 38, 39. And as you go deeper into the zone like I am, I'm level 43. Or I have level 43 stats. So it's to keep everything fair so like level 80s don't come and like wipe out every quest mob in a single hit and like block people from questing. It's good design, in my opinion. I think it's fair. Keeps things fair, and you can help other players without stealing their progress. So that's cool too. Yeah, these initial missions are pretty short. It's something I noticed as I was playing my Norn, one of my Norn. When playing through her own personal story. And there's a mission I did in like 3 minutes. Because she just tore through it. It was kind of hilarious. But expansion missions are a lot more involved.
When I say that bomb is
Like they
big,
take like
I
20
mean
minutes
the
to do.
Iron Legion would consider
Welcome back.
regulation
The
size.
Duck is anxious to see you.
The Skrid are interesting because they have a sort of like pseudo hive mind where they're comparable to Geth from Mass Effect. It's like individually they're idiots that could barely speak, but when they're in like a community and there's a bunch of them, they can sort of like, oh, I don't have my glider here, ow, because I'm in an instance. When they're all together like this, they're significantly more intelligent because they're just bouncing ideas and stuff off each other. They're a little bit like Geth. It's pretty interesting.
Ah, I'm glad to see you. The raid on the Centaur camp was a windfall of explosive powder, and the kin you rescued helped us assemble a potent bomb.
Fatakchak, you sound smarter than before. What happened?
We Squid grow smarter when we are together. That's why it was vital for Shikik scouts to be rescued. The greater the numbers, the better the results.
Fatakjak! Our scouts are under attack. The Queen is approaching!
What? No, too soon. The bomb isn't primed. We'll have to set it off here, in the village. Evacuate the young and the old.
We'll protect you. We'll give you enough time to finish the bomb. Please be careful. Take it from me. Just keep your hands steady.
Yes, we will defeat them. This is for the brothers and sisters they took from us. We will bury these destroyers today, no matter the cost.
It might be why he's called Left Paw. Because he
What
blew
do
the
you
other
do?
one
Get
off.
as many of us out as you can. Then hold
It's not quite a
the
mech
swords.
arm, it's just a
I will die
gauntlet,
to keep
but...
them away from you if I have to. Work quickly.
Oh, they just pop out of the ground, okay. So I was trying to do my recording on my Revenant, and while my DPS got better when I chose the Vindicator subclass for her, I still kind of struggle a little bit while really balancing my damage and heals. And I thought I was doing okay, I just thought the expansions were hard. And then I switched back to this character to do a Hero Point train to get her Mechanist subclass. And I did not realize how little damage my Vindicator does, and I'm wondering what could I be doing wrong on that character. Or, alternatively, this subclass with the Jade Bot is just that powerful. Like, I do, during meta events, I do see a few of these running around. So, it's gotta be a fairly popular... The other good one, I think, is the Hollowsmith, I think, is also another popular one. But Scrapper is also useful. I don't know much about it. I just know that there's always like a Scrapper during one of the big meta events in the Heart of Thorns expansion, where they can do they have some kind of ability that helps make the escort stuff go faster. So the meta there in the meta event, is there's one Scrapper attached to the escort stuff, and they'll speed boost them, and like everyone else has to like not stack on them and kind of stay away from them, otherwise their little buffs will hit players instead of the NPCs. So they're always in their own like team.
The bomb is ready. Stun the Queen. I'll activate the bomb.
Woo! Oh, let me fight it. Yeah, okay, now we can... Oh, okay, it's just gonna meld instead. Okay.
Let the destroyers be destroyed.
Yeah, yeah, that purple, like, champion health things are usually a little tougher than that. Later, bitch. I gotta wait for them. Boom.
Talk to me.
I don't want to talk to you. I want to... Alright, man, come on. Hey.
Make it quick.
Oh my god, it's gonna do this to me. There we go.
My people, my friends, all dead. Once was chatter and happy stories. Now, just silence. Too much silence.
I'm sorry, Fatakjak. Your people were brave. They died protecting their friends and family.
At least we were able to take out the Queen and her eggs. I know this is hard to hear, but it is a victory.
Fatakjak, the Order of Whispers can't bring back your loved ones. But you can help us stop this from happening to others. We need allies like you.
Destroyers hunted us below. We lost many. Ran here. Now, here they are. I see there can be no more running. My village will join your cause.
That was terrifying. I haven't been that close to an explosion like that since...
I know facing that bomb was difficult for you, Tybalt, but you were strong and brave. Many Skrits survived, and the Order will be stronger for it.
I wouldn't have been able to do it if you weren't beside me. We should let headquarters know we have new allies. Let's get home.
Cool. Alrighty. Pretty straightforward. Do I have that? I have that, yep. Do I have that one? No, I do not. Let's go get it. Like, it's much quicker to level up the subclasses by doing expansion hero points because they usually give like a whole 10 of them. But you know, if they're within reach, I'm gonna go for them. I just apologize for any moments of just like dead air, which is why there's gonna be some segments of this playthrough that will have no commentary. That's why I want to keep it very focused, so you don't have to watch a lot of running. Where is that sending me? Okay. Like the first few of these will probably have commentary. But eventually, when I'm playing at like 10 o'clock at night, I gotta shut up. Hello.
There you are, Agent. Go find your partner Tybalt and then report for your briefing.
Why is it? Aren't there supposed to be torches here? Why is it so damn dark? Oh, I have mail. Recruiting the Skrit. Who's this? This is Logan. Okay. Logan, I think, is a like guard captain in Divinity's Reach that you coordinate with. He shows up in a couple of the early human personal story missions.
The Skrit are thankful. We will fight.
Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be this dark in here. I think those torches are supposed to... I think that's a graphic glitch. This is why I choose the Order of Whispers, because of like this aesthetic I think is great.
Your gentle nature is your failing. There you are, Agent. Please follow me to the briefing.
Oh, alright. I'm faster than you.
We have a situation of critical importance. We've lost contact with Yang Eisen, one of our agents in Lion's Arch. I fear he's gone rogue and turned against us. If so, he could be taking a lot of secrets with him. The very heart of the Order is in jeopardy. I plan to send 2 of our best operatives to track Yang down.
Was Yang aware of the Master's true identity?
I don't think so, but it's possible. We had to trust Yang a great deal in order to move him into a prominent position in the city. Agent, it's time to promote you to Lightbringer, our highest class of operative.
After 2 missions? Okay.
Too bad it comes on the heels of such trouble. We're relying on you to handle this situation.
No trouble
Maybe
that Tybalt
3.
and I can't handle. If Yang Eisen's betrayed the Order, we'll see he never shares what he knows.
Real, brief the operatives, then return to Lion's Arch and continue in your guise as the Commodore's assistant. Keep an eye out for anything unusual.
By your will, Preceptor.
So, interesting point of order. Those little, like, splash screens with characters talking to each other, that's a strictly personal story mode thing. I don't know if it's still in Living World Season 1, but they do away with that for some reason or another. Fun fact, this is the real Master of Whispers right here. She's taking orders just to, like, mask herself as a lower rank. But she's the one pulling the strings. Keeper of Beasts. Yep. I'm actually glad we're going to LA. I'm gonna very quickly dive into my bank for a minute. There's something I gotta look for. I just don't know which. Probably the one near the traders. I bet that Destroyer Queen was supposed to be a much realer fight than that. Because even though you get scaled down to the content that you're running around in, I still think it considers your, like, power and kit to give you, like, a extra percentage of stank on your abilities, as it were. Okay, the visuals are glitching.
May the stars guide you.
I want to look for a... I just learned... Okay, I only have the total makeover one. I just learned there's hairstyles that are specifically hidden behind these kits. And I kind of want to see what hairstyles I could have on her. I may or may not look into that off camera. Because this woman is more of a ponytail girl. She's the same character I've played on other games. Just in a different universe. I've got a version of her on Elder Scrolls Online. There was a version of her that existed in my earlier Warcraft days. Back when I had to rebrand myself a little bit. Like, you know, I was a horny teen like many teens are. And it kind of ruined the character I was playing at the time. So once my writing got a little bit better and my reputation was kind of dashed, I removed her and replaced her with this kind of character right here, who's a little bit more serious, who's, you know, not as interested in romance, but more like getting shit done, and she's an industrialist. She's looking to make guns and make money. I'm getting hungry. I'm going to have to break to food soon.
The door was locked when I got here. Good thing I was
Why
raised
is
Iron
this
Legion.
sepia toned? Are we near like the desert? No, we're not. Okay. Oh,
No sign of
yeah,
life.
this is the
Check
old
the
Lion's
top floor.
Arch
I'll
before
head to the basement.
stuff happens to it. We'll get there. They reintroduced Living World Season 1, which was originally removed because I think it just changed so much, so it's only 5 chapters. But now I should be able to play through it so we can see what happens. Because what happens in the Living World Season 1 has ramifications that are referenced all the way in End of Dragons.
Make it quick.
Oh, I have to be up here. Okay. What am I doing? Oh, I'm looking for the informant. Alright. Heavy leather. Sure. Oh, why didn't I look at this first? A variety of gravelings from... Okay.
Lightbringer, I think I found something. There's a tunnel beyond this pile of rocks. Help me clear it and we'll see where it goes.
kind of do have first person. Oh, alright. That was it?
Yang Eisen used to put on big gladiatorial contests with his beasts. I heard he even sponsored a few of the old Destiny's Edge bouts. This must be where Yang kept his monsters. He took really good care of them. Better than his employees, that's for sure.
No sign of him, though. Would he abandon all these animals to starvation?
No way. Like I said, Yang liked animals better than he liked people. He was always looking for new creatures to train. I wouldn't be surprised if he finally found something he couldn't tame.
Very possible. Maybe something in the cages will give us a clue to what's happened to him.
Faster! They're running from something. Whatever's back there.
Oh, destroyer. Ooh, look at me actually getting hurt. Honestly, I'm pretty sure the story mode itself is going to be pretty easy. I might run into a little bit of trouble once we hit Or, the nation of Or that was originally sunken and then brought back by Zhaitan, the dragon that you face. That's not really a spoiler, it's just a thing people know. Very early on, they talk about like undead uprising, which is caused by Zhaitan. That's probably him.
It's him. It's Yang Eisen. Wow, he's seen better days. He was killed recently. Be careful. Whatever it was, it might still be there. Over there.
Yeah, Risen. Yep, right there. That's an undead type of thing. Risen are specifically Zhaitan's undead.
It's Orion. That monster was from Or. It can't be. Not here. Not in Lion's Arch.
Hey, I just talked about that.
Calm down. Have you seen one of those before?
It's really rare. Some kind of special scout. I read about the only other sighting of one when I worked the file rooms. Lightbringer.
Oh, maybe I was
Operative saw it in
wrong.
Port Stalwart just before Zhaitan's minions wiped
Oh,
out the
never
town.
mind.
Zhaitan only sends them when he's about to send in his whole army. Lion's Arch is in danger.
Tybalt, are you absolutely sure about this?
Trust me. We need to warn the Lion Guard. Meet me at their fortress on Claw Island, and let's hope we're not too late.
What's on Claw Island?
The Claw Island fortress stands in the harbor of Lion's Arch. It's the last defense against invasion from the sea. If Zhaitan's going to attack the city, its minions will have to fight their way past the fort.
Alrighty. And now that introduces sort of the meat of the plot, as it were. Oh, these are all medium. I've got them all unlocked already. Alright. Excuse me. Wings aren't gonna load. I haven't shown those off yet. My glider. Yeah. I have severely debated getting other glider skins. But while I break off to have some breakfast, because it's 10:30 a.m., I will quickly show. I'm gonna give a quick rundown of my characters. I leveled legit maybe only 3 or 4 of these people. And I'll notation which ones are boosts and which ones are not. Shekinah Shadowcrest here, I leveled legit. As we saw on my /age there, she was not my OG character. I don't. My OG character probably isn't even here. I've seen a couple old screenshots of mine of a Norn Ranger that I think got deleted, but replaced later with this one. Anyway, I leveled her. Legit, I don't think I probably used some Tomes of Knowledge as I acquired them. Tomes of Knowledge are semi-rare things that you can get that give you a full level. I've probably used those intermittently. They're kind of rare, so I just use them when they show up. Also, I did all this before the adventure guide was introduced, which is a shit ton of experience. That's how this woman has gotten to 73. When I returned to the game, she was like level 35 or 45, one of those two. So her, I've been leveling up legit. And here's a little trick you can spot. Under their names, there's this map completion thing. If it's like above 10, 15, 20%, I've probably played that character kind of legit, with probably this exception. Obviously, level 80 with only 13 map completion. This woman is a boost. I boosted her because I wanted to get her in the content, and she's the one I'm having trouble with. I have to do some research, maybe even do another hero point train and switch subclasses. But so yeah, she's legit. I've been using the adventure guide to boost her up, but no boost. She leveled legit. This is a boost. She was my new main before I discovered the power of the Mechanist. This woman is not a boost to an extent. She was level 36 or something when I came back, and then I used a level 50 or a level 60 item booster, which come out. All my characters had like 8 birthday gifts, and then some of those gifts are like these level 20, level 30, level 40, level 50, up to level 60 boosts. I think I gave her one of the level 60 ones. So she's got only 5% map completion. That's because the adventure guide is insane, and I got like 20 levels within like 2 zones. But I did level her legit. She's not. When I say they weren't boosted, I usually refer to a level 80 boost. Like, you can roll up a level 1 character like this. I don't have a level 80 boost anymore. I use them both. But if you have it, you can just push them into the Heart of Thorns content like instantly. They give you gear. They give you like very generalized celestial gear that gives you a little bit of stats to like everything. Alright, but this is a level 1, obviously 0 map % completion. I will probably give her my highest like boost tome, which I don't think I have any more 60s. I think I have some 50s that I can give her. So she'll get there eventually. I leveled her legit to level 20-ish. And then I used a level 60 tome on her. And then I got the rest of it legit. So, like 10%. Again, with the adventure guide. She just got so much experience very quickly. But 10% is not bad. This is Dib. This is the same character I've played on other games. Like, all my semi-recent like Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim playthroughs, I'm playing Dib, and this is like the Guild Wars version of her. So she's super small. I've only got a couple to zero because I don't care for them that much. Here's my other one. She's level 61. As far as I know, especially core elementalists without any of the subclasses, they're kind of in a weak spot, but maybe they got buffed in the interim since I've been gone. I don't know. I have no real interest in playing an elementalist. I don't like caster classes in general, which is why my human reaper, this is a necromancer with a gray sword. She's just another melee character. She has a great sword. She has a great sword. She has a great sword. So I just rolled her because I don't have a guardian. Anyway, this is another necromancer. with only 13% map completion, I don't remember if she's a boost or not. I really don't remember because I barely play her. She kind of exists more as a role-playing character. She is like the Templar to this woman's like assassin. Like you see, she's got like an assassin aesthetic, and she's essentially a Templar. So she mostly exists to be something in the role-playing community calls a PNPC, a player NPC. So she mostly exists as like a contact point for other players to like meet and greet and get a read of her like goals, her attitude, and like other players could choose to help her out or help her out. That's kind of, she mostly just exists for roleplay, and I think I leveled her up maybe with some tomes of knowledge. I leveled her up so she could like access other zones and not get destroyed. And that's the only reason she's level 80, I think. Yanzi Gearclaw, I'm a little iffy on her aesthetic. She's a boost. She's 0% map completion. She's an immediate boost. She existed because I wanted to test the core grenade build, and then I didn't do it. And then I just went back to my original engineer and built her for grenades. But then I just joined a Hero Point train and got Mechanist, so now this girl is obsolete. So I kind of wasted that boost on her because I don't know if she's gonna last. I don't know if she's gonna exist in a few days. You know, if I get another character concept in my head, this will be the sacrificial one, unfortunately. Moving on, this was like at 35% map completion. She was my original main, I think, or at least with certain things. I've played a lot of her. I think she has my second most hours played than over Kaina over here. But she looks cool. I used to have a more dull gold, but I like this one. I recently got like Vabian bronze or something. Whoops, hit my mic. So she looks pretty cool. I think she's great. The red also looks really good with sharp contrasting colors, like purple. Purple looks really good on her. But I always have the metal parts being like some kind of gold because it literally just looks really good. But she's not a boost. I leveled her legit, and it took a while back in the day. But I looked at some of the starter zones, and like she did some map completions. Like I played her, like for real. This woman is a boost. She mostly just exists because I wanted to have a Mesmer available. I don't even know if she's that geared. I actually kind of want to look. And I don't know if I've even logged on to her to get the birthday gifts or not. So I leveled legit maybe 3 or 4 times, and I was like, yeah, that's enough of that. And then I just started boosting all the characters. But the game gives you tools to do that, and a lot of them you don't really have to pay for. There's in-game tomes of knowledge that just give you a full level. The sources are scattered. I got 2 last night from, I think, one of my story things. I forgot who got it and how. I think I got it on Kaina doing my personal story. I think one of the Order of Whispers missions just gave me a couple of them.
Another personal victory.
Nope, I have not logged into her. Wow, okay, so yeah, she's got all this. I have not logged into her at all. Anyway, I'll deal with all this off camera. But that gives you a bit of a clue that she really just kind of exists to be a Mesmer. I want to see what her gear looks like, though. Oh, here you go. She's also a human noble. Soldiers, Priory. It's all level 80, but it's soldiers? Why? She's even got Runes of the Mesmer. She's got a pistol for some reason. Why is she set up with soldiers? It's just so much soldier stuff.
Greetings.
What is it?
Like, Berserker is usually the DPS stuff. Even her aquatic crap is soldier. But it is level 80, so like I can't be too mad. Anyway, that's all for now. I'm gonna go eat.